I officially declare Twitter a public health threat. You know, that shitty social media platform that is well known for being very liberal and allegedly pro-feminist. They are now accepting money from Islamic organizations to display ads promoting female genital mutilation, and nobody's talking about it. Yep, that's right, female genital mutilation. Absolutely disgusting. This woman in the ad said she allowed her daughters to undergo a painful, unnecessary religious body modification to please her imaginary sky demon. Her head is so up in the clouds, or shall I say so deep in the sands of hell, she sees nothing wrong with it, because her daughters healed from the unnecessary trauma that she subjected them to without their consent, and are allegedly growing up as perfectly as other children. Then she goes on to say that as a mother, she's like an angel. She can never do anything to harm them. Well, guess what, bitch? You did. You took your innocent children under the knife for no logical reason, and now they will have to suffer the consequences of that for the rest of their life. Good job. I bet liberals in the West would give her Mother of the Year award. After all, piece of shit misogynist lawyers are arguing for it to be legalized as a religious civil right in the US. Now, there are different types of female genital mutilation, some worse than others, but they're all pretty shitty. Type 1 is the partial or total removal of the clitoris, you know, that little organ that gives women pleasure during sex. So if her daughters received type 1, she completely robbed them of the ability to experience normal female sexuality. Thanks, Mom. Type 2 not only removes the clitoris, but the labia minora as well. Type 3 is pretty much sewing the labia together, so there's just a tiny little hole, only a few millimeters. Once the victim becomes sexually active, the opening is widened, just a bit using a knife. For childbirth, it's opened completely forcefully, ripped right open, as if childbirth isn't painful enough naturally. There is absolutely no health benefits to traumatize and subject young girls to such a barbaric ritual, although these insane Islamic groups that Twitter is now promoting will try to argue otherwise. In fact, the removal of or damage to healthy normal genital tissue interferes with the natural functioning of the body and can cause severe, immediate, and long-term health consequences like excessive bleeding, swelling of the genital tissue, and trouble urinating, and severe infections that can lead to shock and in some cases death. This ritual causes girls from all over the third world to die a miserable, painful death unnecessarily. And now it's entering the West, thanks to liberals enabling it, promoting it, opening our borders for the cult of diversity and tolerance, out of fear for being called Islamophobic, the worst thing in the world. And as always, innocent blood pays the price. Shitty lawyers with no conscience or morals have argued in court that destroying the sexual well-being of young girls is a religious right. I think we need to call an ambulance. Things are spiraling out of control like never before. Any so-called feminist that supports this crap is the biggest hypocrite and traitor on planet Earth. Is this unhealthy, sick world a world you want the next generation to grow up in? Tell me your thoughts in the comments below.